Okay, hi everybody. My name is Nadine, and I am here today. Is the 1010 portal. Today's October 10th, and I am going to do a reading on the divine feminine and separation. Um, I did post already, or I'm it's uploading right now. Divine masculine and separation. Okay, so a lot going on, a lot of changes. Um, I am feeling it. I'm sure you are all feeling it in some way or another, whether it be releasing fears, changing, um, changing your mindset, um, long term habits, just long term ways of thinking and believing, the way we've been conditioned. Um, there's there's just a lot going on, and all good, all positive, even when they seem negative or events seem like setbacks. Um, I heard a message in the last couple of days, and I was going through a big shift in my environment, and I heard a message that said to it was a way of looking at things, instead of looking at something as a loss, look at it like an opportunity, which is very hard. I understand in a lot of situations, like losing a loved one, um, losing maybe a job, losing a relationship that you were very invested in. And again, I cannot give enough credit or recommend enough the channel Awakening You. That channel has literally walked me through my darkest days. It has walked me through, has guided me through just my hardest times and just like the most painful times, just times of releasing and the messages are always just on cue. It's just what I need to hear. So again, if you guys are not subscribed, please do subscribe. A lot of messages are transmissions or downloaded messages from St. Michael. And again, I just cannot give enough to that channel and how much it's helped on my journey of ascension. So please check it out. If it's helped me that much, I know it can. I know it'll help you. So, um, okay, let's get to it. Again, fix this camera. It's gonna be divine, feminine, and separation, and it's gonna be 3 cards for the environment, 3 cards for the headspace, and 3 cards for the heart space. Okay. So, spirit for the collective, feminine, divine feminine energy, environment, 2 of Cups. This also came out for the divine masculine and separation um environment. So it's fun. Like to me, it's kind of like, okay, in their environment, but it's in separation. So this is a reading for counterparts in separation. So let me pull the other cards before I start jibber jabbering about my thoughts. So get in the environment, 2 more cards. Environment of the feminine, divine feminine environment. What is in the divine feminine's environment? I want to do another recommendation for channel Divine Rebel. She's crazy awesome. Water, baby tarot also. Messages through spirit to guide the divine feminine. The love, the 2 of Cups and the Lover's card. Interesting. Environment. 1 more card for the environment of the divine feminine and separation. Divine feminine. The Six of Cups, the nostalgia from the past, relationship or connection from the past. Okay, these to me are fond memories. Um, okay, we're gonna go with the headspace now. What is in the headspace? Options, options, and or illusions. Many different avenues. Um, different pathways, different ideas. Judgment in the headspace. Judgment. One more for the headspace of the feminine. They are totally mirroring each other, it seems, because this also came out for the headspace of the masculine in separation. Five of Swords. Check out that video. And we're going to go ahead and move 3 more to the heart space. Now looking at the heart space. The heart space is the Knight of Wands. Another one for the heart space, please. The Ace of Pentacles. I believe this came out. Might have been in my reading though. I do readings on myself. I do readings on myself for my own sanity guidance. Okay, so heart space, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. One more for the heart space. For the divine feminine collective separation. One more for the heart space. What is in the heart of the divine feminine? What is in the heart space? The world. Okay, so I'm trying to remember if that Ace of Pentacles came out for the divine masculine in the reading. I don't. I can't say for certain. Um, but first of all, okay, so this is in the environment. This is very interesting because with the soulmate card, with the Two of Cups card, as in the masculine reading, I explained how this can be also just soul contracts. Okay, you can have a soulmate and a friend and a partnership and in family, and then it can also be in relationship. Okay, it was followed by the Lovers card. This to me is divine counterparts. Okay, and then followed up by the Six of Cups. It to me it just clarifies. To me, it clarifies that in the environment, the counterpart is all up in their environment, and the only way that I can see this, that I can feel, if you're in separation right now, counterpart can be all up around you without physically in the 3D being all up around you. Okay, or you can be all up around your counterpart without being all up around them. Okay, um this is definitely the way that I'm taking it. I don't want this, like like I said, I do readings for myself, but I can I totally understand what this is saying. I'm not in union or in regular contact. However, there is a lot of connection in the other um, in the other dimensions, in the higher dimensions. Okay, um, So that's something. If you guys resonate with this, or this makes sense to you, although you're in separation, maybe you're coming into union now. Maybe there's a lot of unions that are supposed to be taking place that have taken place in September and then continuing to take place. Um, Union is a big topic right now on a lot of channels. Divine unions taking place, a lot of healing that is going on and leading to union. So a lot of you feminines be having all of this right now. Having this divine partner all up in your environment. All up in your space. Whether you guys are seeing each other again, going over old memories, going over the better times. But again, it, it, there's a soul contract. I mentioned in the masculine reading how your job or your mission, you have a mission as divine counterparts. And it is not only to come together as a couple, it is to come together as a team to fulfill a mission here on earth. Okay, going over to the mind, to the head space. The head is where the ego lives, the mind space, so you have to control that. In the mind space, there's a lot of options. Okay, so maybe a lot of you are in contact now, and the option of reuniting is on the table. Okay, so now, after all the journey, after all of the growth, you're looking at, well, now I have other options. I have me, for one. That's what I was gonna say with this. I was also, that made me remember. That's what I was gonna say with these two. This can also be, if it's not you and your counterpart, this can be yourself. In your environment, coming to your own masculine and feminine energy within yourself, coming into union with you, with your higher self. Okay, so that could also be that. So this, you have headspace options. Okay, many options, many pathways. You don't just have to settle anymore. um you are no longer feeling um re, resentful, or rejected, or coming out of that place of feeling rejected. There's a judgment card right here. So whether you're judging yourself or judging the others, or letting go of judgment, um, and laying that to rest, um, or with this five of swords, this egotistical fighting in the headspace, or you are judging. Okay, um, judging yourself, or judging your counterpart, or judging others who have had a play in the obstacles and hurdles that you've been through. Okay, so this is all in the mind. Okay, and this judging, because we should never judge anybody. You just say judge ourselves. Okay, partially. Um, these cards together, I think, is just like a negative feeling. It's a negative feeling because you're judging in this egotistic way. This is my egotistic, like, fighting, verbally fighting, shaming people, and walking away proud. Yet you've won nothing really. You may have won, but like you won the battle, but you didn't win the war, something like that. Um, and this can all be illusion. Your mind is don't let your mind run away with you, divine feminines. Okay, keep grounded, keep steady, and again, I've spoken of the infinity breath. Ground yourself. Your heart chakra, when you're doing the infinity breath, and look back or Google how to do the infinity breath. You are breathing in through your heart chakra up over your higher chakras back down and grounding your lower chakras, into Gaia, into Gaia's, light, at the center of Gaia. Um, but all of that, you are grounding, you're pulling together your higher chakras, your lower chakras through your heart center. Your heart is your center. So get out of this, in the head, if you're resentful, if you're this and that, judgmental. And again, Water Baby Tarot, I was just watching, I'm a Scorpio, so I was just watching one of her videos yesterday, and she was talking of things being done. Oh no, this was not even yesterday, this was last week, I think. But it goes for now. Uh Things being done to you, and you focusing on what was done to you instead of focusing on what was done to you and what came out of it. How did that change you? How did that better your soul? How did that better your light? How did that better your spirit? How did it affect you? More than likely, you're a better, stronger spirit, a better, stronger light because of what you went through. So this is like a get out of your head. Like your head, the ego's taking over, and I think I mentioned that in the masculines reading too. Get out of your head. Like your ego wants to run the show, so don't let it. In your heart, in your heart space is the Knight of Wands. This is the energy of, this is like that charismatic, that passionate, fun, spontaneous person or energy around you that just makes you do things that you wouldn't typically do, makes you feel a certain way that not anybody can make you feel. Okay? What is in your heart space also is this Ace of Pentacles. You want dearly this gift from heaven, this wish that you've been and and this gift, whatever you're waiting for, it's earthly, it is something you can touch. Okay, your heart desires this very much. The world also is in your heart space. Okay, the world talks about a whole new cycle, ending a cycle, and or going through everything, and becoming this one this one being that is just so wise and beautiful from the inside out because of everything that this being has overcome and been through. She's been around the world, so to speak. You know, she's been around the world and she's come out shining and on top and in control and free to be all her or him. Sorry, all her or all him. Um, so this is in the heart space. I'm. This could very well be tying into the environment of the lovers, the Two of Cups, and nostalgia. This nostalgia, maybe this is back to uh if it's not you remembering a counterpart, it's you remembering a time when you were free and loved yourself, and or a time when things were happy. A lot of feminines have been through so much and went through times of darkness that it's time to be happy now, right? It's time to be happy. It's time to love ourselves like we've never loved ourselves before. Or if we have loved it, if you have been there before, I mean, you've grown so much. You have grown so much. I'm sure. I know I've grown so much. Um, to where I just want to, there was this exercise. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, look into your eyes and tell yourself how much you love yourself. You say, I love you. I did that exercise when one of the channels, I can't remember right now, changed the name of her channel. I forgot why, but and I seriously started to cry because remember the last time, if ever, I've ever told myself, looking in the mirror in my eye, I love you, Nadine. You know, and I said it, and I did the exercise, and I just started crying because it was like my higher self telling my 3D self, myself that has to go through all these ups and downs and obstacles and deal with the feelings of resentment, of, you know, and all these natural, these are real feelings. These are human feelings that we have to go through, you know. And it's like your higher self, your divine self doesn't have to go through these because your divine self knows better. Okay, so for my higher self to tell my physical self, I love you and I'm here for you. You know, I unconditionally love you. Like that was just it's a beautiful thing when you can do that. Okay, what I want to confirm is um I really want to confirm this lovers in the environment. I do want to confirm that because I think that will tie all together in on what exactly from the lovers being in the environment for the divine feminine and separation. Why is the lovers out here in the environment? And it's the Ace of Swords. Okay, this is truth. This is this is um. Okay, this can ring for myself. Um. Okay, so this is the way I'm getting this. Okay, if this is you coming into your own with your own masculine and feminine energy and coming into that balance and fully being your authentic full self, it's because you've brought in truth, divine truth, where you are authenticated, and this is what you're invited. This is the environment that you are holding right now. Okay, or for those who are in union, okay, who have come into union or are going into union in the process of coming into union, truth has been brought, okay, to between the divine lovers. Truth has been brought in, okay. Therefore, when truth is brought in, the union can go forward until this truth, this Ace of Swords, can crown, you know, this couple, this divine couple. There's no going forward. Okay, there's no growth as a couple. Okay, there's no growth as divine counterparts without this. Okay, just as the same until you're true and authentic, 100% true and authentic with yourself, there is no going forward as a full light being within yourself, with your feminine, masculine energy balanced. You know, so there you go with that. Um, I'm gonna go ahead. What is one card that the divine feminine and separation wants to tell the divine masculine and separation? One card, one message that the divine feminine let the divine masculine know. One card. One card from the divine feminine to the divine masculine. One message. One. Oh, devil. The devil card. This is fear. This is negative attachments. Okay, this is um, doubt and just illusions that are keeping one or the other bind to not moving forward. The masculine and the feminine had in the mindset this card in common. And to me, this is not a good card to have in the mindset. They say an idle mind is the devil's playground. Okay? That's what I'm getting with this. The idle mind is the devil's playground. The feminine wants the message to the masculine to know to be careful. And not only the masculine, maybe she's not she, maybe the feminine energy is warning that, because the feminines are kind of a lot more on top of the intuition and the spiritual work, you know. A lot of times, more than likely, it's the feminine, not the masculine. The masculine is struggling with letting go of old habits and surrendering to the divine to take over. Okay. Um. So yeah, the one message is the devil card. Both both because again, I said that the Five of Swords came out. Both sides have to watch out for their mind space being taken over by judgment of each other, by illusions, and by egotistical conflict with either each other or with yourself. Okay? Judging yourself, not forgiving yourself, um, judging others, holding on to quarrels that are really just short term, let it go, you're done with it for $20, type thing, $20, and I'm done with you, I'm over with you, I don't gotta worry about that anymore, like in the Bronx Tale. If anyone saw the Bronx Tale, um, the devil is at work right now, okay? And when unions are coming in to play right now, best believe the devil's gonna work hard. These negative energies are going to work hard to put a stop to that if they can. Okay, so that's the one card at the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords. Okay, the Knight of Swords. You need to move fast. If you're gonna make some changes, and at this point in time, and with this devil energy lingering around, and with the masculine and feminine mirroring each other, with the Two of Cups and in the environment, and Five of Swords, and the feminine's come a long way, but the feminine still has this in her heart space. Okay, her or his, my bad. Still want that prize. They still want that big wish. They still want to see and feel and touch their gift for coming as far as they're doing, and they're keeping that in their heart space. And if their gift is their masculine or their counterpart, then that's what they're holding space for in their hearts. That's what's in their heart space. And of course, the world, came out with that. The world and the Ace of Pentacles. This is in the heart space. So, okay, that's it for today's 1010. Look up information on today's 1010 portal energies. Okay, Divine Rebel has a video out on that, as well as I'm sure Aluna Ash. You guys watch Aluna Ash. If you don't, follow her, and also feel good. Okay, signing off now, and sending all of you divine love, light, and violet flame healing. Bye.